Welcome back to our podcast dedicated to the International Press Review. India's Foreign Minister Subramanian Jaishankar defended the government's foreign policy stance, highlighting the country's unique position, which makes it a potential asset in talks between the United States and Iran. In his remarks, he also drew attention to the efforts made by the government to ensure the safety of citizens and energy supplies. The news was reported on March 26 by The Hindu. Measures to reduce traffic in Jakarta, Indonesia's capital, are showing the first results. In the most congested areas of the city, authorities have recorded a smoother flow of vehicles in contrast with past conditions. The news was reported on March 26 by rctplus.com. Taiwan has reached a new export record, climbing several positions in global rankings. The result was driven by strong demand for semiconductors and electric products, sectors in which the country has concentrated most of its investment. The news was released on March 25th, comes from the Taipei Times. Malaysia has condemned the attack against Iran, urging all parties involved to pursue a diplomatic solution. In the same statement, the government expressed deep concern over the escalation in the Middle East and rising energy costs. The news was reported on March 25th by Utusan Borneo. A delegation from Singapore visited Brunei for a meeting with the Sultan. The initiative aims to relaunch bilateral relations and explore new areas of cooperation that have not yet been fully developed. The news was reported on March 24 by pelitabrunei.gov.br. Pakistan's President Asif Ali Zardari has tasked the government with placing social welfare at the center of its agenda, while also calling for immediate measures to mitigate the efforts of a crisis in the Middle East. The goal is to ensure that assistance reaches those most in need. The news was reported in March 24 by Pakistan Today. The Japanese company Motox has announced the launch of Sandy Pinot Nero 2015, a wine originating from Italy. Japanese consumer will not be able to enjoy this red wine produced in the Verona area using the appassimento method. The news was reported on March 23rd, comes from bunshan.jp. The Mongolian Police Department has issued a warning about the illegal sale of anti-flu medicines. This year, 14 cases have been reported following an investigation that revealed these products contained narcotic and psychotropic substances. The news was reported on March 23rd by the UB Post. The head of South Korea's Presidential Policy Office announced that the fuel price increase scheduled for March 27 is difficult to avoid due to ongoing crisis in the Middle East. To mitigate the impact of bi-weekly price cap adjustment, the government plans to gradually introduce measures such as partial tax cuts and vouchers for electricity and gas purchases. The news was reported on March 22 by mk.co.kr. The Philippine Department of Agriculture has launched a subsidy program worth 50,000 pesos for 9,570 farmers across the country. These measures aim to offset the impact of rising fuel prices, worsened by growing tensions in the Middle East. The news was reported on March 22 by the Philippine Star. In Vientiane, Laos, a seminar titled China in the New Spring has held to open a new chapter in relations between the Southeast Asian country and China. Among the participants were China ambassadors of Laos, Fang Hong, along with representatives from institutions and academia. The news was reported on March 21st by vientianetimesLao.la. The Thai parliament has elected Anutin Charnvirakul as prime minister. This step paves the way for the formation of a new government expected to take office next month. In his speech, the incoming premier promised to govern in the interest of citizens, ensuring transparency and participation. The news was reported on March 21st by neonay.com. And that's all for now. Thanks for your attention and stay tuned.